reception into points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
They'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Covey now to return this. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Able to get it to Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. Barkley's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throwing for Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by DJ Reed. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown.
And I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this. Checks to the man and crawl back in the hole. Yo, I can turn the dirt into gold. Just take a little slice of heaven and bring it right back home. The price of easy living is a bit of your soul. No appliances in your kitchen, televisions and phones, and a nice silk sheet set to fold. You poor thing, I hate to see you living so damn cold. You carry all that weight. Reach out your hand to me, child, if you wanna be saved. Just put $1 in the bucket every day after day and watch your problems, anxiety, struggle, spirit away. And at the end of the road, I know a place. You poor thing, I'm sure they'll let you walk right in the gate.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Ty Chandler to return. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. He's touched down behind the line as this one goes the wrong way. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing here, Darnold. Buys time, rolling right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on 1st. Finds his fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and it showed some soft hands to bring it in.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Jones trying the left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Give them the leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd down from the gun. He's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Jones. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Ford Field right after this. It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Here's where I record, set to kick this away. Greg Reynolds to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. From the gun, Goff. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A give left side to Jones. Escapes a defender. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground with Jones. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold to throw. Escapes the pocket. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Vikings looking for a score before halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. He's on the move. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he gets it up across the 30 before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Goff on 1st and 10. Gets this to Montgomery. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Delivers a spin move, and the ball's knocked free. But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach's going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out, because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Connects on one to Jamison Williams. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw it. He's going deep. Big gain downfield. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Laporta with the grab. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Goff now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. Along the sideline, past midfield. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 2nd and 6 coming up here. A toss play, Montgomery. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Chased out to his right. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now...
And in for the Detroit touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a blocked extra point on the play.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is, so making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's Jones on the toss. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Working inside the red zone. He'll get this to Jefferson. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Jones reels it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings trail by 6. First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. They'll run here with Jones. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal. He'll look to throw it. Has the connection to Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Back to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. Shotgun snap here to Goff. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be third and long. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. for his team. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Throwing again, it's Goff. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, Goff. On the move, headed right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Now that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys too, but he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Vikings emerge as winners, as we'll see you next.